You'll see the website, the Facebook page, and other things coming up. But it is a spiritual community, initially based, electronically communicated, online, through Zoom, Facebook Live, YouTube, and sharing the opportunity for people to be in spiritual community together, to share their spirit. And the beauty of it is that it isn't about one way or another, or about preaching the way it needs to be or doesn't need to be. It's an open dialogue of sharing inspiration, encouragement, support on many different levels and in many different ways. So look for the announcement and the release of the public information relating to Spirit of Life International. It's going to be fun. The people that are coming together to create it and to establish it and to share it and to evolve it are exciting. And I'm enjoying having this opportunity to work with them to do that. It was sort of naturally born out of a connection of a group of us that were working together as spiritual community. We were deciding what we were going to share. We've been having gatherings on Zoom every week and sharing what's happening in our lives and sharing some ideas that can encourage or support one another, a little meditating together. And we decided it's a time to now become something more than a group on Zoom or connecting in the way that we do electronically. Let's become something that we can work together to make a difference, not only for each other, but be a spiritual community that others can be a part of, and that we can come together where two or more are joined, and whatever that means to each and every individual that does. And so know that we are in a place of rediscovery in 2021. These kinds of situations of inspiration, where we once were gathering in a building and sharing, or coming to a class in a classroom, or coming together for fellowship in many ways, are evolving to organizations like Spirit of Life International being created for people to have a place they can go to and be a part of. And know that in this case, this particular organization is designed to be open-hearted and to be embracing and to be supportive, not about agenda, not about ego, not about the way it's meant to be and how you should do it or not do it. This show and that organization will never do that. And so I'm excited to have that coming up and being able to contribute, to be of service, to care, to share, to support, to encourage, to inspire in a completely different way now, or another way, that will have many avenues of expression. And that they aren't just mine. They're all of those that are involved. And anyone who wants to come join us and participate and contribute and collaborate, that's community. That's spiritual. That's inspiration. That's, for me, what 2021 defines as spiritual community. We've always had churches, temples, synagogues. We've always had the places of worship we can gather, different places that we can honor our individual beliefs, and they are important and absolutely necessary. Spiritual community in 2021, for me, is the opportunity to be able to believe what you do, come together in common unity, share your spirit or spirit of life, whatever that means to you, and have it be accepted and understood and embraced even, and rather than you have to be here or there or there. So it's time for us all to maybe take a closer look at our lives and how we're living it, to create some openings, to be who we've been, absolutely, stay with our faith, stay with our beliefs, our philosophies, our religions, whatever that might be, or not religious, whatever that might be, but really turn within and find that spirit that maybe wakes you up a little bit more. Open some windows so you can see a little easier with that light that kind of shines in when you reach beyond what's going on in your head or what's going on in your emotions or the circumstances of your life. And find that spirit of life within you. And then as you do, you're able to then naturally share it with those around you and near you, for your safety, well-being, your health. And then as we reach out beyond the limits of social distancing electronically, to consider allowing your heart to be a little bit more open, allowing the truth of who you are to show up a little easier, and maybe share a little bit more than you have before, to find an opening, like a door you can open, not only to share, but then as you reach out to someone else in that vulnerability or that connection of intimacy, spiritual intimacy, to be open to feeling that reflection back. And then like a 1,000 people in a dark space, each having a candle and one being lit and lighting the others, we then grow the light that each of us are together to brighten the world and brighten our lives and help each other see more easily and make our way in this common unity of coming together. It is time to rediscover ourselves. And it is important, even as we come through this time where the numbers are changing and the things that are happening, that we keep the safety of our social distancing as we need to for our well-being and our health, for our quality of life. And it is so important that we begin to examine a new paradigm, a redefining how we communicate, interact, and we relate. We can evolve into this new normal, as they call it. Whoever they are. I always want to have a cup of coffee with they, as they call it, you know. We can use these ways of communicating, these new ways of interacting and relating to one another, to establish spiritual community in a very different way in 2021, to evolve as a society, as individuals, as communities, but so that it touches and grows our spiritual community and our society, and that it brings a difference to the world, because each of us are a part of all that is of this world, of our society. And each of us strike a note in that symphony of life. I say that so often, and yet it is so absolutely true. Look to see what's important to you, what inspires you, what has encouraged you, what has supported you to get through this time. And begin to think about how you could casually communicate or convey it with someone else, to share it. Maybe you're someone who likes to share more than just chat or interact, and you might want to create a podcast or a class or a presentation. There's so many different ways that you can be able to convey that and share that nowadays, and they're growing, and more people are looking for it. Let's be spiritual community in 2021 in a new way, awakened, enlightened, open, to share our hearts, to share our souls, to share our spirits of life, and to make a difference for each and all of us. Know that as you make your way, don't hesitate to connect with me. I'm happy to support you in whatever way I can, as I am doing today. You can contact me on an email at revjimtoole@gmail.com. And take a close look and watch for Spirit of Life International being born, as the website and the Facebook and emails go out. Look for references on that to where you're hearing my podcast from, or where you might download my podcast and share it with somebody else. It's a wonderful time to come together to share the Spirit of Life with one another. And as we make our way out there, choose to be the difference that makes the difference. And we do that by being safe and being well, being healthy, and being conscious. Being conscious. And that means paying attention with our spirit, not just our mind, of what's going on within us, around us, between and among us, and then how we act and interact with one another, how we relate and share that. Let us all make our way in our lives in a more inspirational way, and find those threads of communication and connection that can begin to weave a new web beyond internet, beyond social media, beyond these ways that we're using, and to truly share our heart and soul with one another as spiritual community in 2021. It is a privilege to be able to be with you. Thank you for joining me today. I've enjoyed that time that we've spent and look forward to spending more time with you. Let me know how I can assist you and help you make your way. God bless, and have a beautiful life.